Yeah, I'll tell you something. Either someone cares about the things that I care about, or they don't care about those things, and that's really all there is to it. I'm not gonna sit there the way I tried to do with other people for a couple of years to my own detriment and to the world's detriment, and try to like walk you through things, hold your hand, you know, and try to make sure that you feel that you whoever else it is feels like, you know, I'm gonna be there if you decide to stop, you know, and then you like slowly decide you're gonna stop being a bad person, you know. I mean, this person, you know, I mean, probably has some talent, you know, was married to someone who at least at the time he was married to her had some integrity. I think they both got degraded by Hollywood, but here my guess would be, you know, being married to somebody who was just because of who she was, you know, and how she grew up and that sort of thing, was very contrary in her own person, just who she was, to everything that Hollywood tries to say about women. So, you know, all the really stupid male chauvinist things that he probably otherwise would have wanted to do for work, you know, or he just kind of couldn't quite do it, right? Because he would bring home the script, he'd read it, and it would be like, you know, it would directly, you know, his own experience of marriage would, with someone who had at least at the time some substance, would just make him read it and be like, I don't, you know, there's nothing here for me. So, you know, his career suffered, and now his career, you know, is doing great, or a lot better. I mean, if you could see from the code for him from Leonardo DiCaprio's search results, but it's just, you know, I mean, it's all. Yeah, you know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that Hollywood never recognized you. You know, and I'm also sorry that you have used me to do things that are bad instead of, you know, moving on to something that was good. You know, I'm sorry you sold out. I'm sorry. You know, and I'm sorry that you also didn't learn from the way that business treated you in the first place. That you could have done a lot better. Right? You could have done a lot better. You could have, you know, tried to reform the place, you know, or just do things that were more true to your own experience of women in life and that sort of thing, you know. And now, of course, you know, rather you're just, you know, you have the opportunity to get what you always wanted from them, right? Even though it's just could be proven to anyone who's thinking about it that it's not worth it. You know, it's not worth having, and it's just all evil and awful and wrong. And I'm sorry that you didn't get it, and I'm sorry that you were like, maybe you were waiting for me to, like, you know, talk you out of it or promise that I would be there, or maybe it's just, you know, all the other temptations are just too, you know, just too strong for you. I realize, you know, the place basically just gives you a license to date, you know, 25-year-old women literally for the rest of your life. You know, they'll be sitting there monitoring. Like visiting you in the nursing home, right? When you're like however old, over 100 or whatever it's gonna be. I get that. You know, it'll be like people still signing in, being like, yeah, I'm his girlfriend, and she's 25, right? I get that. I understand that. You know, I understand that my life is very difficult, and anyone who gets to be part of my life is gonna be dealing with a lot of things. But you know what? There's just no excuse. There's no excuse for what the conglomerate is doing. And to be perfectly honest with you, I'm willing to die for. I understand. I'm gonna be raped and killed. I'm gonna be raped and killed because of the way the conglomerate treats me, and I understand that. And I'm starting to accept that's what's gonna happen to me, right? I don't have time for cowards.